Hey there, and welcome to the Kevin Strong Show. We're going to talk about this fire that's been ravaging the whole, basically, state of California. Not the whole state, but a big chunk of the Los Angeles area. Really sad. Is this an inconvenient truth? I'm going to show you a video where a lady is confronting the governor of California about what he plans to do about this crisis. Then we're going to talk about an article that was talking about affordability in the San Francisco area and what can we do to get more affordable housing for people because housing is getting out of control. An inconvenient truth. And then we're going to end the video talking about something that happened in December of 2023 that no one's talking about right now. And I think there may be a related connection between what happened in December of 2023 in Los Angeles to what's happening right now. Once again, an inconvenient truth. So please stick with me until the end of this video. Hopefully I don't have any technical difficulties because I'm redoing this for the second time, and I hope this video doesn't get flagged for anything. So if you're new to the show, welcome. It's going to get hot, no pun intended. Don't be surprised if your temperature starts to rise because this is tragic. What's happening to these people. I keep telling you folks, quit getting fixated on political affiliations, push away the left, push away the right, and everything will be all right. Without further ado, first of all, we're going to look at this article about how this lady confronts Gavin Newsom, asking, what are you going to do? His response is that, I can't really address your question right now. He says initially that he's talking to the president. I'll let you hear it, and then we'll have a brief discussion, and then we'll go over to this other video that's talking about the affordability crisis that was hitting the San Francisco area a while back. And let's see, let me go ahead and cue this up.
Governor, I live here, Governor. That was my daughter's school, Governor. Please tell me what you're going to do. I'm not going to hurt him, I promise.
I'm literally talking to the president right now to specifically answer the question of what we can do for you and your daughter.
Can I hear it? Can I hear your call? Because I don't believe it.
I'm sorry. There's literally, I've tried 5 times. That's why I'm walking around to make the call.
Why is the president not taking your call?
Because it's not going through. So
Why?
I have to get cell service.
So let's get it. Let's get it. I want to be here when you call the president.
I appreciate it. I'm doing that right now. And it's to immediately get reimbursements, individual assistance, and to help you. I'm devastated. I'm so sorry, especially for your daughter. I have 4 kids losing the school.
Everyone who went to school there, they lost their homes. They lost 2 homes because they were living in one and building another. Governor, please tell me, what are you going to do with the president right now?
We're getting the resources to help rebuild. We're getting
Why
the resources.
Why was there no water in the hydrants, Governor?
It's all literally.
Is it going to be different next time?
It has to be. Has to be. Of course.
What are you going to do?
I'm doing
to fill the hydrants. I would fill them up personally. You know that.
I literally have.
I would fill up the hydrants myself.
I understand.
But would you do that?
I would do whatever I can.
But you're not. I see the. Do you know there's water dripping over there, Governor? There's water coming out there. You can use it.
I appreciate it. I'm going to make the call to address everything I can right now, incling making sure people are safe.
I'd like to make sure. Can I have an opportunity to at least tell people you're doing what you're saying you're doing? Could somebody have a contact?
Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. Really sad situation. Really sad situation. That particular area that's been affected by the fire the most, it basically, they vote Democratic, but at the same time, this is humanity that's being affronted now. This has nothing to do with politics. I mean, it does, but it doesn't in terms of the human suffering. What about all of those people in Maui, in Hawaii, right? All of those hundreds and hundreds of homes that got burnt down. They're still fighting with FEMA. They're still fighting with their insurance companies. Let's talk about the demographics of the Los Angeles area. I think the Hispanic Latino population is roughly 47%. Whites make up about 29%. Asians make up 18%. And blacks make up 8%. So what's going to happen when the dust settle and they have to come up rezoning and what the insurance is going to look like? Those people are not going to be able to probably rebuild. They're going to call that a natural disaster. A lot of those people are going to have to capitulate and either move or give up. And I think a lot of that property area is going to get turned over to hedge funds. That's right. I think it's going to get turned over to hedge funds. And a lot of those individuals are going to be the ones that get an opportunity to address the affordability crisis and turn a great portion of the state of California into renters nation. So let's go ahead and talk about this article or this video here about in San Francisco. And then we're going to end up, as I promised, giving you some information about this inconvenient truth about what this judge signed in December of 2023 regarding the affordability crisis that no one is focusing on right now. But let me play this for you, and then we'll get to that.
District, La Phoenix at 1950 Mission is an affordable housing complex with 157 units. 40 of them are for people who used to live on the streets. To tackle homelessness and to create more affordable homes, Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a number of new bills.
The original sin in this state is affordability, and that's the issue of cost of housing. And it's that imbalance of supply and demand. And that's the challenge we're trying to address.
The new laws are aimed at boosting home building. Some are meant to streamline the approval process for certain projects. One law will impose penalties for cities and counties that don't abide by state requirements to accommodate new housing.
We continue to struggle with accountability. We continue to struggle with transparency. But for those that turn their back on this crisis, we're turning up the heat.
Karen Nemsick is Director of Housing Justice for United Way Bay Area.
We need the public will to build this housing where we need it throughout the state, and particularly in the Bay Area, where our housing prices have just gone up leaps and bounds.
Nemsick applauds the governor's efforts.
I think these bills do something. They are making the effort to make it easier to build affordable housing.
But not everyone is on board. Raina Tello works with underserved communities in San Francisco. She believes we have an affordability crisis that can't be solved by building more units that are unaffordable.
I'm disappointed. We need the governor's office to partner with local cities and local communities to be able to ensure that we have the funding that we need to create that affordable housing. What is stopping housing right now is the cost of building, and we can't really work our way around that without funding.
Okay, so interesting article. They're talking about the governor said, hey, you know, we've got an issue here with local and city government. To me, that's classic political deflection. The buck stops with you. You're the commander in chief of that state. That one lady who was against this says that, you know, it's a lack of funding and we need this funding for affordability, but there's a cost to build. Once again, she said there's a cost to build. So if the governor is saying on one hand, local and city governments aren't playing ball and it's too restrictive, wouldn't it be an inconvenient truth for all of that to be taken away through a natural desire, wildfire? And I don't know the intricate details of how the insurance policies, these homeowners insurance policies were written in that area, but I guarantee you there's some loopholes that these people are going to spend a lot of time fighting the insurance companies. They're not going to honor a lot of these claims. They're going to drop insurance in that area. Everybody that lives in the state of California that owns a home and has homeowners insurance is going to see their premiums rise significantly because the new risk analysis going forward is going to spread that risk throughout all residents. It's not going to be regulated just to the areas that were affected by, quote unquote, the wildfire. So without further ado, here is the big inconvenient truth that nobody's talking about. Share this video. Give me some credit from linking this up, because I think this is a bombshell. So without further ado, let me go ahead and connect this piece of it right now. So here we go. Back in December of 2023, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge blocked Beverly Hills from issuing new building permits. I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but I do, including renovations. You couldn't even do renovations due to the lack of affordable housing. The ruling was a penalty for the city's failure to approve a plan for low and middle income housing. But if the cities as its own entity are having funding issues, as this lady said in the previous video, that funding has to be subsidized by the state and or federal government. So they can only do so much. So wouldn't it be an inconvenient truth that if in December they were already saying, we don't even want you to take out a home improvement permit until you address the affordability crisis? Well, now they've circumvented all of that because now all of these properties, thousands of homes have been destroyed. And now they can come in and set up zoning and set up certain things that would probably more than likely be more advantageous for hedge funds and keep the average American citizens out of home ownership. You could just not make this stuff up. So I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Kevin Strong Show. Like I said, I remember that that ruling in December, and it all started to click. As I said, hey, I normally drop my videos on Friday. I said, I got to drop this one on a Thursday. So if you think this was a good video, do me the honors by hitting the thumbs like button. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, and please share this video because a lot of people do not know about that ruling in 2023. Once again, in my humble opinion, I think it was and is an inconvenient truth. This is going to do it for this edition of the Kevin Strong Show. As always, keep your credit score up and your debt down. Push away the left, push away the right, and you'll be all right. I'll see you guys in the next one.